Hello everyone, we're the Glitch Stars, my name is Zay, and welcome back to, I guess, the second episode is what we'll call it, of just Let's Build. That's what I decided to call it, while I was editing yesterday. Not yesterday, whoa, that's very wrong, sorry. Last video, I was editing the last video and I was like, you got Let's Plays, where you just play, right? And then you got Let's Builds, and I thought, okay, that's what we can call it. Now, as I said last video, I did in fact make some preliminary drawings for the kind of vibe we want, and hopefully they're on screen right now. Oops, there we go. So, yeah, the first few drawings were more, I just wanted some shapes, I guess. They were very blocky, and, hold on, I'm just getting drawings in front of me right now. Like, the first few drawings were very blocky, and definitely, they're cute, but I feel like these are going to be some more smaller houses that would make for filler, rather than the centerpieces. And then on this paper we have a bigger house, which that is actually what I want to start working on up there. Now we have this very big mountain. No, not big, but it's like not very big, but we have this mountain, this meadow, right? And I was thinking we have plenty of room on top and on the bottom of the mountain, but we can also make use of this vertical space here. Now, we can't flatten it all out. Like here, it's a bit more flat than over here, for example. But we can still use this as a building spot, and that was kind of plan with this drawing. Was to like here it's very very flat, but not quite at the top yet, so we can make some kind of boardwalk and wrap it around, make it go down and up, and just have houses all along the side of the mountain too. And I think that's kind of the plan. So that's what those are my thoughts at the current moment. Like always, I forget to get some water before I start recording, which, oh well. Oops. Okay, here we go. Now I want to start building something small. I'm not sure what quite yet. We're just gonna start building, see where it takes us. But in the meantime, last episode, before all the chaos of having to relocate the world and all that stuff happened, I said I wanted to have a bit more of an introductory episode, and I think that is exactly what we're gonna do. So today we can try and work on that a little bit more, on both the buildings and introducing myself a little bit, because I mean, it's the fifth video on this channel, if you don't include the VOD from that one stream I did. And I kind of realized that, like, okay, people don't know me other than my name, which is fine, it happens. So that's kind of those are my thoughts right now. I also think that we could use some spruce for these boardwalks that I was talking about. And I'm not going to worry about having it connect places right now. I just want to build, and I want to build something cool, something I like. So here, that's kind of where I'm going to get going. So, as introductions, okay. Hi, my name is Zay. We're the Glitch Stars, No, I won't elaborate on that. I'm currently in my last year of high school, and I'm going to go to art school next year. I'm going to go to art school next year. I have a passion for most if not all forms of art, and it's makes me really happy to be able to do art, and that includes so many different forms of it. I draw a lot, although architectural drawings are not my specialty. And I normally do illustrations and character works. Let's see what else. I love to sing, and now, like, it's always has been, always will be one of my biggest passions. It's just music. I don't have the technical skills or knowledge to like write my own songs, but that does sound like something I would love to do one day. What else? Well, I forgot how big this mountain actually was. Yeah, this is gonna be amazing. Okay. Let's see what else. I am very passionate about things, and that includes Minecraft, I suppose. I mean, I don't suppose I know, so. I. This is like. This is like when someone puts you on the spot and asks what your favorite color is, and then you forget colors exist. You know that? Like, it's. I don't have that, but I've heard other people have that. I know what my favorite color is. My favorite color is pink. And not that color pink, but like, I guess cherry pink could work, but just pinks and purples and all of that. All of that is like very nice, I think. I think those kinds of tones is just, it makes me happy. Let's see what else is there to say. I still don't know how to get the audio working. So I don't know how to get OBS to capture my game audio, and the research I've done says tough luck. You gotta reinstall OBS, and I don't know if I really want to do that. So we'll see. I suppose. And like, if next episode all of a sudden it's game audio, then we'll know I actually bit the bullet and did so. Speaking of next episode, I am pre-recording this by a long shot. It's currently the 12th of May, and I am like in my exam period currently. Which means so there's a lot of tests, and only tests, and they're 3 hours long. And I just finished my Dutch exam, and I have English exam tomorrow, which I'm not worried about, like, at all. But because it's exam season, I'm also wary about the fact that I might not have time to record at the end of the month. Although that is a little bit untrue, because my last exam is on the 23rd, which means that there's plenty of time left to there's plenty of time after exams to still be working on videos. And if you're wondering, I'm just using flint and steel to get this plus the TNT to get this part a little more flat, because then I can start. I want to make the first house over here. And using TNT is, it might not be faster, but it's way more fun to than doing it by hand, although it's not really working. Kaboom! There we go. That's an explosion. Yeah. In the vacation, so I'm very much thinking, okay, I'm gonna still keep uploading once a month. However, in vacation, I'll be able to record so much more than once a month. So that might change how often I can get videos ready. But the thing is that, like, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, especially not before next school year, because it's going to be such a big, it's going to be a big difference in how it is right now, right? I gotta go all the way to a different city. The commute's like an hour and a half, maybe even more. And all of that is basically to say that it's going to be that I'm going to take advantage of the vacation and pre-record a lot in summer, so that I have enough videos in the bank before so I can get back into a rhythm of recording. So I can get back into the rhythm of recording next year without needing to worry about when I have time to upload record the next video. Sorry. Words are not my strong suit, which is kind of ironic, since I love to be to be a YouTuber like full time as my job. I think that would be amazing. But I'm very aware that that's a dream that's far off, and I'm gonna have to work really, really hard if I want to do that. So, but I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm putting in the work. I'm putting in the time and the energy and the effort. And this is not turning out the way I want it to. So, in my drawing, I actually had it. I was like more up top on the mountain. I'm looking at the big drawing right now. More on top of the mountain, and then there's like stairs going down on one side. So this is just going to be a house, not going to follow the drawings very exactly, I suppose. I am like realizing that as I record more, I'm getting more confident. Maybe not in like the quality, but at least like using my voice. Because I'm talking pretty loud right now, right? And that's nothing to like look away at, because I know that the first episode I was recorded on YouTube was like recorded that, and then I realized like, okay, oh wait, I'm so quiet, which I suppose is a good thing, because I don't have like noise cancellation anywhere. There's not even like I mean, there's a bed in this room. It's not my bedroom, it's just the guest bedroom that I'm using as an office currently. But still, like, it makes me feel good about myself that I'm gaining the confidence to do all this, I suppose. I'm not liking how this is going to turn out. However, I also think that that's because I'm trying to follow a drawing that does not fit here. So instead, I'm over here. I think I'm going to try and figure out, okay, how can I make this drawing fit into the terrain, or make the terrain fit into the drawing. And I think that it being high up on the mountain would be a good shout. because then we could have the stairs going here. The stairs I was talking about, and that can circle back around to go over there. And we still have this space right here for that risen area. And then here is where that little bump out can be, and that can be the main house. I think I like this idea. So let's get started for real this time. I spent a whole lot of time talking, and not a whole. I mean, I've been building this whole time. I don't know what I'm talking about. Unimportant. I'm just. I forgot where I wanted the stairs. Here, I suppose. Anyway, so I'm following through on last video's efforts to use a stopwatch, and I'm doing that again, and it's already got 17 minutes on it, which I say as if it's this huge number. It's not a huge number. It's like, especially when hello. Why? How? Okay. That confused me. Especially when my average video length right now is above 40 minutes. I will put in the stairs later. I don't like how this looks. So I'm not too sure why I'm worrying about the time frames. I just know that I think 20 minutes is a really good time. Especially in this day and age when so many people have a very short attention span. That shorter videos might appeal to a larger audience. That being said, there are also hour-long videos that thousands of people watch, so who knows. Doesn't really matter, because I am making this video for a theoretical audience, but I'm not under the assumption that anyone's currently watching this, I suppose is how I should say it. And you might be, and if you are, hi, thank you for watching them. It makes me happy. But I also I don't know, I forgot my point, so I'm going to circle back to. I reminded myself that I don't want to do YouTube Shorts as my main form of creating videos. That's not something I am interested in. But I think it could be interesting to try and include, to try and make little parts of the video, of this longer form video, include a setup that I could reuse for YouTube Short, so that these videos can go to a larger audience, because I don't necessarily need an audience, and I'm happy. I'm not upset to be completely unknown, right? But is that the prospect of people watching my videos just makes me happy, and it's the same principle as making these longer form videos. I'm making them for myself, but I'm also making them for a theoretical audience, and theoretical or not, there's always room to improve, right? I disagree with myself with what I'm saying right now, so we can just ignore all that I've just said, because I don't think it's accurate to how I want to be, and definitely not accurate as to why or how I like to make my videos. So here we're gonna start adding a little bit more color. I think if we could do this, might be a little bit too bright. I don't know if it's my settings or just because of how of the color of the room right now, but if blah blah blah. Normally it looks like a cute pastel pink, but right now it feels like hot pink, which is not, but it does kind of change the vibes, right? We could even use some pale oak, actually. So it's definitely... I think that could blend in better. It's not... The hues are very different on these two, so they're both gray, but this is a very warm gray and this is a very cool gray. Which is what we talked about last episode too. Color Fury, I mean. So maybe we just scrap this whole idea and add some tough. Or we could add a layer of tough down here. Oh, that might actually be a lot better. Okay. Okay, I think I prefer that look. And then I'm going to use some chisel tough, which is not directional, which is good. So to add a little bit more detail underneath. I'm not used to doing like large scale buildings, so this is going to be this is going to include a lot of trial and error, I believe. But I don't think I hate it. I think I might want to use slabs here instead, which is why I got slabs out and I didn't use them, of course. Okay. Well, let's see how this looks. If it looks better, then it's a little bit more effort, because if you misplace it, then you have to break it and replace it, as I said. But that might, it adds a bit more depth on top, which means we gotta do it. Okay, fun. I got my mouse. No, I did not get my mouse fixed. My mom fixed my mouse, and I'm very happy about it. So now I can actually, spam click again. And it's loud and it's awesome. And I don't, like, the spamming of my mouse really reminds me of older Minecraft. And when I say that, I mean, before 1.9. With the old combat system, when you had to basically spam in order to get all the hits in. That, like, I don't know what everybody else sees as Minecraft nostalgia. Like, there's some really those who were like the OGs, right? Who were there since the game released and played it in the alpha versions or the beta like 1.2 or whatever. And then there's people who like started a little bit later, and I feel like everybody, depending on when they started, will have different views on what they see as nostalgic Minecraft versus what they see as just old Minecraft, right? Because I know that I never played by us and never watched videos of 1.2, for example. But I was already watching Minecraft videos for like 1.5, I think. I'm not sure. That might be an accidental lie. Not like a lie, but like I don't actually remember when I started watching Minecraft videos, but I do know that I was playing in 1.8 and I was watching Minecraft way before then. So I think 1.6, 1.7 might have been more accurate as to when I started watching Minecraft videos. And that was... We're gonna add a little more texturing in here. And I'm pretty sure that was also... I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Right, so that's 1.6, 7, and 8 is like what I see as like nostalgic Minecraft, because that's like what I was watching and what I even started playing with, right? Versus 1.2 and 1.4 and stuff. That all that just feels like old Minecraft. Feels like before my time kind of Minecraft, even though it wasn't really, I suppose. It all just depends on when you start playing, right? How's that? I think I like that. I think we could add a little bit more. We add some detailing in here. Like that, maybe? Like, ooh, I like that. That is good. This is good. So yeah, I don't know. There was a point in there somewhere. I don't remember what it was. And the cat just yelled at well, one of the kittens just yelled at me to let him in to the room, cause he wants love or attention or just to sleep or to play with pencils again or something. So I probably should stop the video soon and let him in. I think I didn't understand how long it actually takes to build things, because I can get really absorbed into Minecraft to the point of like I blink, I start placing blocks, I blink, and all of a sudden 4 hours have passed, and that's like a very regular occurrence for me. But it's like, but now that I actually have a stopwatch going on, it's nearing 30 minutes, and I'm kind of realizing like, okay, yeah, you don't really realize how many blocks per minute you actually do. Whereas that's under the impression that I've only built that. We've to build this today. Well, we've exploded more than we've built in this area. But either way, I think this was enough for either a small house or, two of these foundational things. I like this, where it blends in more to the ground a lot more than this, because this has the stone up here. I feel like if this was just immediately into wood or had a smaller foundation or something, it would have looked better and I could have, kept going on here. This, however, looks amazing, I think. You can ignore this side. This is just because I don't quite know how I wanted to do this side yet with the staircase. But this side over here, I really like. You got texturing, you got detailing, got really detailing, and then you've got a little bit more heights. I don't know what the word is in English, funnily enough. But yeah, that's kind of. I think I'm going to place this fence, and that can be where we leave it for this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I hope you had a lot of fun watching it. This was just. It was such good vibes, honestly. It was really nice. So I feel like these kind of videos where I just get to talk about what